Let us expose the Pope, according to H. Shelton Smith, President Emeritus of Duke University, in his book entitled In His Image, quote, "The Catholic Church and the Pope were directly involved in the institution of slavery. They financed slavery and gave the okay that it was good business to sell Africans."
We must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events, the middle passage. This is the way that it went. Heard a lot of different things about how slavery went. They make it like the people been minimal effort spent, but that's some bullshit. Lies intermingle with facts. Keep the truth about it hidden, let your memory lapse in the forbidden territory of the African coast, where the Pope gave permission through the Occidental for the triangle trade and the making of slaves, kidnapping, the purchasing, and storing in caves. No food for days, change just to make them behave. Urinating, defecating in the spot where they lay. Brutal punishment issued to any daring the brave. Get you a grave point proven out of an example made. Shock therapy, torturous tactics, dark days awaited surviving captives that were soon to be placed in the bottom of this fast ship face to face for a long, long trip with no place to bathe. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went. The middle passage, drag ships across the Atlantic. The way they package the African below the deck, and they managed to fit 800 human beings in darkness and panic. 23 inches of personal space is all they was granted. Gustavus Vasa wrote a book explaining the horror of black Holocaust. Untold millions under the water, tossed overboard from suffocation or heat exhaustion, burnt and branded with the mark of the trader that bought them. 5 weeks at least, 3 months at most was the length of the deadly trip, where half the captives died in intense foaming at the mouth, groaning dysentery, which meant they had severe bloody diarrhea. Imagine a stench, forced to remain in the tween decks when it was storming. African women raked the wheel, the captain called it bed warming. The cat o' nine tails regulated the pack, tar rope to rip the back to shreds with just a few whacks. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went. History classes are often inaccurate about the facts of this tragic, disastrous act, so GMAC is broadcasting it here. Our story, spit it loud and clear. Proud to be a peer, rebel warriors with no fear. Slave trades, untold story is the way that we fought. Tooth and nail for our freedom, in many cases we lost, but we also beat them with no weapons, just the heart of a chief, refusing to be beat, face death and deliver defeat. Crude shapes made from shackles, tackle killers with rifles, and puncturing the lungs of rivals was our road to survival. With control of the ship, our people headed for home, selling the coastal destinations like Sierra Leone. The forgotten truth is for every 10 ships, at least one revolted, fought to the death if they lost, but never laid down and folded. Amistad is one example of thousands of riots on board slave ships against pirates. Don't think we went quiet. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went. The middle passage, we must never forget the way it happened. We must never forget the mental damage and all the savage events. The middle passage, this is the way that it went.
When we're saying lift up the skirt again, I don't believe you're missing what I'm saying. Lifting up the skirt again, as the scripture says, raising the skirts of the garment. I'll say it once more for you, and only once more. Has to do with revealing the history, the hidden history. When you lift up someone's garment, then you show their shame. You show up their private parts, that which they normally hide from the rest of the world. I'm not dealing with organs under the garment. I'm dealing with the organ of slavery and those parts that have been kept private.